Good morning, my lovelies. It is Amber from Jamber's Dollar and Cents. We are going to be budgeting for this week. Grab your coffee, grab a snack. No, it's not really going to be that long because I'm going to make the money disappear. It's so pathetic. I'm sorry. Let me put my superwoman glasses on and we'll go ahead and get started. So what are we working with? So this is Paycheck for week of 7/20/2025. Let me slant because otherwise you guys are not going to be able to read this handwriting. So Jay, what was your paycheck? Yeah, I don't know what happened. $931.27. So he did not even tell me he was having like a slower week. I was not prepared for that. That's okay. That's why we're doing this, right? So my paycheck, that's steady 944.46. It has been a very long time since my paycheck was more than his paycheck, so I don't know what's going on, but that's okay because I had an event. So Amber Plus, that just means this is my side hustle business. I brought some money in from side hustles and it's slightly but not really helping with that, but that's okay. So it's $97 even is what we brought in. So that was selling t-shirts. Let me move stuff out of the way here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so what is this total here? Other than the answer being not enough, it always is $1,972.73. I am looking forward to the day where this is going to be enough. It's going to be enough because working super hard to earn that. Okay, so what are our fixed expenses? So we have the Discover card coming out. That is an automatic payment of $600 every month. Then we are paying down Capital One. And that is going to be, we're paying $500 on it. Do you see how fast this goes? Like, and it's gone. I don't even know. And the last fixed expense that we have to pay this week is the cell phone. Oh, the cell phone. It is so expensive. Like, it's required. My job requires the cell phone. Like, you can't log in unless you get certain things from the cell phone. And I don't know. Like, and then all their communications, they have that little QR code that you have to scan on your cell phone to be able to get to someplace. I'm like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Not that I'm complaining. I love to see that we are advancing. That's great. But in the same instance, why do I have to supply my tools for work? That seems odd to me. All right, so the total of our fixed expenses, $1,327.78. Ouch. Ouch. That you see why it's super important for us to be paying off this credit card. Could you imagine, or these credit cards or our debt, could you imagine if we were debt free and only having to pay $227.78 this week? Look, guys, my retirement would be fantastic. That's why we need to get this under control, because it is time to make sure we're double dipping and putting as much as we can into that retirement. So what does that leave over? So we are dropping this. We're pretending that $73 isn't there. We are taking this as $1,328, so we're rounding up. So that is leaving us with $644 for this week to budget our variable expenses. Let's bring this down here, $644. So what do we got going on this week? Well, fantastic. Groceries. Love it. I have enough leftovers. I have enough stuff in my house that I'm not stressed about it. We are not stuffing our normal $300 in here. We're actually just going to do $100. So I have stuff in the freezer that we can pull out. I have, like, we're good on breakfast, we're good on lunch. It's fantastic. So there's $200 that I don't have to spend, which, it's fine because we are paying off debt with it. So we're just picking up essentials here. So cat food, coffee, caffeine, creamer, all the essentials that I can't live without. All right, then we have gas. So gas, we are putting a little bit more in. We're doing $250 because yeah. Well, I will explain this a little bit later in a video that I post later on, but $250 is going there, and there's a reason for it. Don't ask me right now, but I'll tell you later. It's not really a secret, but I don't want to bore you and repeat it. All right, then what is next? So next is spending, right? Our typical $20 every week. So we stop swiping the debit card, which has been okay. It could be better, and I don't know if I need to up that or whatever, because all of a sudden the debit card's being swiped like a ton, which stresses me out because I budget by paycheck. So I budget zero, and then I have to figure out how to cover the expenses that are always being swiped. I don't know. But we are upping this to $230 this week. Yeah. And there's a reason behind that too. But you will get that in a video later on. So what does that bring? So what does this add up to? If my math is correct. Oops, I'm sorry. This was... Oh, Lord. No, I'm not going to be able to stand that. No, I'm sorry. Pay attention here. I was like, hey, why is my math not mathing? Well, that's the story of my life, isn't it? Let's make this look a little bit better. Okay. So we're actually going out to eat. So my grocery budget is $100, which is where I messed up. And then we're going out to eat, and I am planning that about $64 because we're going to a restaurant that we frequently go to, and I know exactly what we're gonna order and exactly know how much it's going to cost us. So I'm budgeting that $64. So it's going to be $100 groceries / household / other things, and then $64 because we're going out to eat with some friends this week. And sometimes you just have to do that. Even when you are paying attention to your budget, you got to enjoy life a little bit too. It can't always be you're not doing anything, despite what I'd like to do, but that's okay. So that should bring our budget down to $644. I'm sorry, so that's a total of $644. That leaves us with a zero budget. I know that we upped the gas, I know that we upped the spending, and I get that, but I am missing stuffing my sinking funds. So you see that we didn't do it this week. You see that we didn't do it the week here. So that means I am 2 weeks behind on that, and I need to get back to that. So that's what we're going to be concentrating on. Our next paycheck is stuffing that, because that at that point in time I will owe everything like 3 times the amount that I'm supposed to be stuffing, which is quite a bit. But that's okay. We do what we can do with the paychecks that we do, and we just live our best lives, right, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. I'm sorry. Do you guys like have to have everything in place? Maybe I'm just weird. That does not surprise me. All right, so that is our budget for this week. So the week starting 7/20/2025. You should be seeing this video today. And I will go ahead and end the video here with just one side of my page filled up. That makes me so sad. So sad, guys. But it is what it is. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all the support. Appreciate y'all. Love you so much. And we will talk to you soon.